Didn't we talk about the ability of these two teams to shoot the three? I mean, it has been on display here tonight.
Number 1 and number 2 3-point shooting teams in the NBA. Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, where this has been a problem for the league the entire regular season. Well, now we've entered the playoffs again. An SGA homegrown pick and pop, pick and roll.
Let's watch Shai work. So you see, Chet's at the screen, but he vacates immediately. Alex stays on the far side. There's a lot of space, and you see the late rotation over. Everybody's reacting slowly over there, Rich.
Yeah, and for me, and after no assists last game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting everybody involved. It's been impressive to watch.
Subtle things Isaiah Hartenstein has done this evening. His willingness to screen, to flip the screen, to keep moving. It's subtle, but it's impactful. Shai then gets the angle turned, and then look at that. I mean, he's just anticipating the screen because he knows how good Hartenstein is. And then Shai, the ability to see that pass, that downhill at that speed, special.
Here in this basketball game, this is how it's happening. That ball is moving around the horn like a hot potato. That's the hottest man on the floor right now.
Role players selling. What will we see now with just a little over a quarter left? And what will decide an NBA title? Gilgeous-Alexander pull-up jumper won't go. The tip-in is good. Hartenstein.
Did you just look at the Oklahoma City benches and just say timeout?
Gilgeous-Alexander, Holmgren with the flush. They're 10 of 20 from three-point range. SGA tries to answer and does. Richard.
After going 4 for 18 in the first half, OKC.
SGA splits the defense, kicks it out. There's Williams on the bounce. Dort throws up another three. That one way off. Hartenstein the rebound. Nesmith just jumps on top of him. They have 8 players averaging double figures. But now missing their star point guard, SGA. Nice spin, and a trip and a foul. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander the drive, stops in the paint, pulls up, knocks it down. SGA taking his time. Lou Dort has it. Dort lines up, three-pointer. Bang! Lou Dort from downtown. Now free throws, they've hit 13 in a row. 5-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out. Nice pass. Dort, the high arcing three is good.
Maintains the pace, and that's sometimes what you want.
Well, right now, it's just a perfect role for him. Here with the Pacers. Wiggins spots up. Three-pointer's good.
We're going to buckle down a little bit more on them, but, you know, it's the finals, and they're stepping up their challenge. You got to tip your hat, and we'll be ready for the fourth quarter.
Thank you, Jay.
All right, Lisa. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside. Left-handed layup.
Turner needed to get that bucket.
Important for them to get Turner feeling confident out there. He's such a barometer for their success. Holmgren wide open. Nails the three.
Same when Tyree sits.
Williams wide open, corner three, in and out, top of notch. Already with 13 points again. Gilgeous-Alexander, one-on-one, Nimar. Jump shot is good. Off a little bit. SGA pulls back, puts up a three. Won't go. Williams on the follow. Well, they rebound. 6 boards for Holmgren. +7 on the boards for OKC. SGA pulls up, loves that spot.
Boy, Shepard is working so hard to pressure Shai for the full 94.
SGA gets inside, left-handed, sneaks it in. Jalen Williams. SGA fouled. SGA on the drive, pulls back, jump shot, got it.
Often stays on balance. He's either seeking or he's absorbing contact. He's so shifty. It's dead stop, start, little bump, and still on balance into the mid-jump.
Player in the conference finals in the NBA.
Hey, that's a great moment to have one of the best games of your career.
Hartenstein, open, Holmgren with the hammer.
He's rebounding off free throws, so they get the two bigs on the free throw. This is the ensuing possession, and who better to pass it? That is why they love Hartenstein.
16-point OKC lead, 5.5 to play, third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with that sweet handle, back out. Wiggins long three, it's good, way downtown. As we begin this third quarter, Gilgeous-Alexander 15 points in that first half, splits the defense, gets inside, wide open, corner three, it's good.
Learned his lesson the time before he got the foul. Stay down and just contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander off the bounce, gets inside, double clutch, counted and a foul. Alexander, during that whole run for OKC, he was on the bench, played the whole first quarter. Holmgren fakes, pulls up, jump shot.
In the first, 5 in the second, and they didn't have a single turnover after 9 minutes in the fourth. That aided that comeback.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up, that one down.
In this fourth quarter, after all the offense in the third, this quarter looking much like the first. And SGA, this Indiana offense, they can get you quickly. Shai, once again, powers his way in.
6 points in the quarter. Put that in perspective, the picture's just 24.
Finally found a little footing of Shai. Missed the opportunity, and it's the Pacers with Halliburton on the other end. And there's a rare.
One's very patient, always looking around, finding those angles and those driveways to the basket.
Shai stops. Indiana's leading scorer, 15 points. He's been a good scorer at 17 a game. Shai shovels it down low. There is Dort. With 5 points after going scoreless in Indiana's last game against Orlando. Shai runs right into the defender, and that's his second offensive foul. Is causing enough problems to make the Thunder a little uncomfortable.
Good positioning.
Right now is the Pacers' leading scorer with 13 points. Shai lost his footing.
And that's coming off that penetration to Halliburton for the second time. He's so good with the basketball. That kind of setting up a teammate.
Certainly one of the top dunkers in the NBA to pass because he's such a facilitator.
Yeah, he's a clever player with the basketball.
Shai gives it up outside. Isaiah Joe already has one.
Top and just timed that perfectly to punch it back down.
SGA drives, forces his way in.
And speed that ball up the floor.
Shai using the screen. Nice pass underneath. Giddey camped out. He's off to a quick start with 7 points here in this first quarter. The Pacers are vulnerable. You can attack them.
Up there so that you could get Chet on that screen.
Gilgeous-Alexander once again against his cousin. Pulls up. Shot blocked. And a foul. Gilgeous-Alexander to Holmgren. Off the bounce. A lot of contact. They let it go. Inside Caruso. Layup. He banks it home. 8 from the field. 16 points in 16 minutes. SGA from mid-range again.
Playing 40 minutes a night, every single night. That is a different rhythm when you got to be more efficient with just 25 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander over Edwards, gets it to go. Rudy Gobert, and it's a 2-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander comes right back off.
Hey, this is a big 2 minutes to finish the half. This is a huge 2 minutes for both teams.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets to the rim. Just the awards. 8-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Gobert. He likes this matchup, pulls him back out. Blue Dort off the bounce, back up. Now a wide open three. Conley.
The deep three, and then his handle tight enough, and how about the pass?
SGA. Williams fakes, pulls up, elbow jumper. That's good. Oh, we've seen that OKC defensive intensity to start this one. Both teams so good defensively. Gilgeous-Alexander using the left hand.
No sé cuánto tiempo lo va a tener en el banco este señor, ¿eh?
Wiggins
Después al contacto, Holmgren. No, Conley.
You don't know if you're up by 20, down by 20. You are just playing hard. But that's the energy that the Wolves need.
SGA, the Wiggins. Wiggins chased off the three ball. Ball knocked loose. Holmgren picks it up. And Holmgren is fouled.
De los Timberwolves. Oh, SGA.
Never give up on a play.
SGA, layup is good.
Tira 40 tiros y no hace jugar al equipo, va a decir, bueno, pero tiene que buscar los equipos, lo que hizo en el juego anterior, ¿no? La frazada demasiado corta.
Muy exigido allí. A ver. Gilgeous-Alexander tenía el triple, lo dejó pasar el robo de Rita. Allá va Caruso.
Otro lado. El tema de tantos tiros y la selección de Anthony Edwards, Eduardo, Ernesto, es cómo
Alexander Walker, DiVincenzo, and Reed all come into the game. The bench was terrific. A foul on the entry.
bloqueo, en el caso de Lugendorf, pasa 2 bloqueos. Eso es poner el cuerpo para que castiguen,
Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards en la marca sobre J-Dub. Se acaba el tiempo en el reloj de posesión.
SGA inside, counted and a foul.
Special in so many ways, Mike. His handle, the ability to navigate contact, to somehow, under the bump from Anthony Edwards and the backside help from Mike Conley, to be able to get this off, to not only absorb the contact, but to put it up in the air to give it a chance. Incredible.
You know, it's interesting to their step right now. Pass inside, Caruso out to Dort. Dort lines up, three-pointer is good. Get some applause going. SGA pulls up. The mid-range maestro, the entire building on its feet as we wind down the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander left-handed lays it up and in.
Criticized for his field goal attempts tonight. He has decided, I am getting downhill and getting to my own.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets downhill and gets his own. So his second.
See, this is the thing when Rudy Gobert is guarding Chet, he's got to respect the three-point, so there's nobody in there. Look.
Minnesota shooting 35% from the field. That's what they shot in game one. Holmgren down low, kicks it out. Wallace gets a clean look for three. Holmgren deflects it out of bounds.
Your offense in front of your bench in that second half to communicate. Hey, here comes a double team. Here comes some sort of trap.
SGA kicks it out. Jalen Williams. Holmgren. Three-pointer.
Cuando ve que lo doblan, encontraron a su jugador y clara la orden de tirar si están solos.
Holmgren aprovechando la diferencia en esta pura.
Anthony Towns trade. Shot just 3 of 12 from 3 in game one. Holmgren fakes. Alexander Walker in the game. And a foul.
A la acción. Jaden McDaniels con Hartenstein. Esa es la patente.
I thought about changing baskets to start when you're used to on your home court, starting in the same one as Hartenstein throws it in.
Out, he makes one hard drive with one man in front of him.
He's got 19. Gilgeous-Alexander, elbow jumper, got it. They lead the playoffs in fewest turnovers committed and lead the playoffs in most turnovers forced. That is a lethal combination for anybody who plays them. Wallace launches a three. It's good! Cousin guarding Cousin. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside. Gets knocked down on a second three for DiVincenzo. Now, shot's good. Second three for DiVincenzo. Now, shot's good and one. Tucked the hit, banked it home, and a chance for a three-point play.
That basket looks a little bigger.
Now, normally a good three-point shooter, 39% regular season, as SGA knocks it down.
Looks a little bigger.
Now, Norley's a good three-point shooter, 39% regular season, as SGA knocks it down. 5 for 10 from 3. OKC is 0 for 4. Holmgren goes to the basket. And that's
Minnesota 5 for 10 from 3. OKC is 0 for 4. Holmgren goes to the basket. SGA trying to draw a foul and gets one. SGA trying to draw a foul and gets one. Randall.
3. They're 15 for 48 from 3, but if there's a time to get hot, it's right now.
Mason Wallace has it. On the drive, goes inside, throws it up, and Jalen Williams with the flop. Gobert turns it over. SGA trying to find his spot. Instead finds Holmgren. Easy bucket. Keep a close eye on, see if there's any difference. Steven Chenzo almost poked another one away. Oh, Wiggins, beautiful
foul. Julius Randle's not getting fouled. That's the argument that the officials are going to hear at the end of the quarter.
Well, they've been hearing it here at the third of the quarter, that's for sure. Isaiah Joe rattles that one in to get off the bench. Alexander Walker in for the first time. Holmgren fakes the three. Drives across, kicks it out. Wallace, his corner three. So far in the playoffs was 0 for 8.
I mean, he wasn't a part of the last series. And you come in the second half, you've been given a big defensive assignment.
It feels like more than just an in-season game. It was more like a playoff game from just a season ago.
Shai, tough turnaround shot, got it up over Brown.
Beside himself right now. Didn't like it. Gave him a mulligan. I like a good mulligan, though, I got to admit.
And the defensive skill set, he makes the game very easy for his teammates.
See, that's what those guys to me are, just true point guards, scoring point guards. Shai's got so much more versatility. There's a turnover.
SGA gets past Milton, left-hand lay-in.
It was essential to be able to even see Baisley.
By no means has looked overwhelmed in his time with OKC, and obviously he's been down the rim.
Well, you know, I saw him working with him on that. I wasn't really sure if he was going to do that, but you know, sometimes it translates over to the game.
Oh, Shai.
The defender to get back to the body of Prince.
Gilgeous-Alexander, beautiful crossover. And found 6 assists. Gilgeous-Alexander. And draw.
9th best rebounding team in the league on that end of the floor tonight.
SGA watched by Anderson. Shot clock winding down. Penetrating. Lost it on the way to the rim. And
any of the previous 3 games in this series, Shai puts his head down, bounces off a Gobert. Open man is Kenrich from the outside. That three is good. He's encountered.
Pretty during stretches, but just on energy, you can tell these two teams understand the magnitude of this final regular season meeting. Good ball movement. Williams, he's been 0 for all night.
Steal off of Edwards.
Under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Excuse me, the third quarter. Before we go to the fourth quarter. Extra pass, Kenrich Williams. There's another one.
Wolves shooting under 45%. Thunder under 44%. SGA, step back.
Turn around and make that shot by Cason Wallace. Just kind of bodying him up without fouling him.
Shai, step back three. On the way.
Late game for the most part, but both teams have been making mistakes. Last regular season meeting, and another drawn.
It's McDaniels out on the perimeter. Shai can't turn the corner, hangs in the air.
They bring them down to the other end of the floor to make Minnesota's guards follow them down there. But they get that ball hit ahead quickly, and they get that shot fast.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no. Joe, another offensive rebound. Dort for 3. That's the third. Slow-mo was a plus 13 in the last meeting between these two teams. SGA.
His nickname, folks, is Slow-mo.
That goes all the way back to his days at UCLA. Shai got a clean look.
This team and how quickly they've become so talented.
Because not only is that in favor of the Thunder besides what they like to do, but it takes that team out of rhythm.
Shai going to take contact.
Again, so Jordan stepping in right there. Didn't get squared up.
blame Chris Finch. This is a group that got to there.
Shai down the lane, left-handed layup, puts it up, and gets fouled.
And that's a sight for sore eyes to see that ball go in the bucket. But not only that, though, it's an and one. Alexander Walker, watch that hit on the left arm right there. Edwards, not a whole lot on that play.
I got a little early there. It's Wiggins. Dangno trying to decipher what to do here. Now he checks the clock. As Minnesota tries to organize its defense. And Anthony.
A cross match. Check this out. Dillingham got a little bit crossed up, and there's that grab and reach.
I could have said yes to him. He looked right at me. I could have said yes, but I'm not doing that.
But they would not be successful.
SGA, tough fadeaway on the baseline.
That's who Lou Dort is. He is big and strong, and that's what Lou Dort is.
Gilgeous-Alexander, the hezzy, count it, and the foul. SGA.
Here, they started out the quarter in rhythm, but since then, it's been a struggle.
Thunder able to take the lead with SGA on the bench. Now he's back in, going to work on Reed. Hesitation, all the way to the cup, plus the foul.
It's been a heck of a start here for Minnesota in this first half.
Largest lead of the game, SGA.
A really difficult guard when he's knocking down that three.
Shai, he got to the cup.
Turn a shooter, big-time scorer, and Karl Anthony Towns into a passer.
Shai spins into that mid-range shot there.
I haven't seen too many officials tolerate that.
Oh, and Shai once again.
Weak side to block that shot was Lou Dort.
Boy, Minnesota now putting Anthony Edwards on SGA. And SGA short shot it up. Shai gets that screen and beats the defensive player. It's McDaniels plus the foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets the high screen from Roby, gets into the paint.
Dangno, the head coach of the Thunder, said no new material for Game 7, just be who you are. And that's been the best record in the NBA all season. Holmgren, nice spin move, and the finish. That's the most of any team in NBA history. They have very few clutch games in the regular season because they were so dominant. As Williams knocks down a 0 for 3 from downtown, a 20-point lead. The Thunder right now in control. SGA connects on a three. Timeout, Denver. It's all Thunder right now. Determined, but OKC in the driver's seat right now.
Excellent screen from Alex Caruso. The switch happens, then Brown tries to come back to it. SGA.
Who was a popular player here, and then obviously signing Isaiah Hartenstein. Two guys have been critical in their success. So another nice feed.
Gilgeous-Alexander taking his time. High screen, Hartenstein. Shot clock is down to 6. Gilgeous-Alexander on target!
His aggressiveness getting into the paint has caused all kind of problems.
Lou Dort bangs it home! In the series, but he averaged 32.7 in the regular season. Back in, squares, it hits. Caruso in. The bench has been a huge factor for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander missed it.
Your point, Ian, look, I mean, they were in a hard series against LA. Game 7 is Gilgeous-Alexander, straight line drive. Jokic to get something easy at the rim.
It's a 10-2 run. Hartenstein couldn't finish because he was fouled.
The defense has been extraordinary for OKC.
6 seconds left in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander makes his move, puts it up, nearly goes down.
How does that go? I'm curious.
He roots for them all.
He roots for them all.
Anybody that's Team Calipari is good with him.
Well, there are a lot of Team Calipari out there in the NBA.
Isaiah Joe leads the Thunder with 34 minutes and Jalen Williams 32 minutes. Out of the timeout. Master of the mid-range. 9 from downtown. We are under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Shifting gears. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to go backdoor. It's knocked away. Right back to him for 2. capable of going off in any game. He's got 7. Gilgeous-Alexander.
No backcourt. As SGA got it over to Joe. Got around Jokic. Dort looking for 3, number 8. And he's got
these 2 ball clubs here, folks. You would think there's 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Shai giving the bend, and it goes down for SGA. Didn't need a lot. Once he let it go, just a little knee bend, not a problem. Knocks down the 3. SGA, who then surveys and pulls it back out. Now he makes his move on Jokic, got inside, scoops it up, plus the foul!
You know, he had a play like that yesterday afternoon where he got by the primary defender and Jokic was left all alone trying to guard a guy who's got so many tricks in his offensive bag. Good luck as he squeaks by, gets knocked to the floor, and still has the presence of mind to finish here. Wow, he got hit in the head on that play. That's a tough guy there, folks. This is a tough finish as well. Ways without getting up in the air very high.
He's got that big body, plus the skill. Shai down low, got it outside. Dort off the catch, sidesteps the 3, and he's got another one. SGA pulls up from 3, no good.
For the next 2 days, we want to learn a lot. Obviously, it's a potential matchup. That's not what he said. These are our words. He's not worried about the matchups in the playoffs.
The start, Michael Malone won it from his team with ball security.
SGA back in the game, throws to Jalen Williams, wide open 3. He's been playing terrific basketball, 25 points per game the last month and a half. Gilgeous-Alexander finally
didn't go in. He had a 3 in the first half that was an air ball, very important. So he walked in a little closer, made sure he knocked one down.
Gilgeous-Alexander from mid-range. Gilgeous-Alexander, thanks to the seal from Hartenstein, is fouled in the lane by Westbrook.
For Denver, when Michael Porter Jr. is this dialed in with his energy and effort, because the production is going to follow with the talent.
He's got 9 rebounds, 18 points. Basket by SGA and 1. 20.
96-91. Can they do it here on the road without the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic? Giddy for 3. No good.
In the 3rd quarter, the Nuggets not going away here in the 4th quarter. Shai once again sizing up Jackson. Wants to go right. Outside Giddy. He will line it up from 3. Well short.
15 and 8 rebounds.
The same switch. They're trying to get Murray on him.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow.
Easy call for the officials.
Shai once again trying to bend that Denver defense. With a step back 3 action. SGA's got his second.
Sound player.
So much composure too when he's out there. Like, doesn't get rattled.
Out to Holmgren. He lets it go.
Just not really giving the Nuggets any clean look.
Shai going to work on Brown. Outside, open shot. It's Holmgren for 3, and Chet Holmgren.
5 shooting.
I'm with you though, Scott. If Watson is making a conscious.
Oh man, come on! You just took 2 points from us.
Oh, don't see that a lot in the NBA.
25-14. Nuggets by 1. Make it by 11.
And it was just way off, or was a pass to Najee. Brown trying to defend SGA, not going to happen. Najee's going to get called for the goaltend.
See the Nuggets 3 for 7 so far. OKC 0 for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander no.
There, the Michael Malone is relied on coming off the bench.
That the Nuggets have gotten in this 3rd quarter. They've limited to just 13 points. Shai, same spot, little solid team defender, and that is the best example of a team defense play. Being in the right spot, being in.
Woo! Scallon coming in here trying to bang people right now.
25 points. As
like he was flat-footed. He kind of almost like he cuffed it.
We know he's got the hops. SGA with a Euro step somehow.
First 3-point attempt for Jokic. 22-9-5 now for the Joker. 10-point lead. Layup is good, but Nuggets lead it by 4. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll put that to bed.
And you're falling down. What's the first thing you try to do?
Get up.
Don't grab before you don't go down.
Inside the layup.
Shot that I thought he was going to take.
Gilgeous-Alexander in there with 4 reserves, and he hits another jumper.
77-69, Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander got a three.
Getting back down on defense.
And you just wonder now with the knee that it's all about pain tolerance at this point. That won't go.
Finding the open P.J. Washington for 3.
11.3 corner 3 attempts per game for Dallas, #1 in the NBA. Holmgren, ball movement leads to Giddey. Switch, Giddey feeds it, Dort backs it out, shot clock winding down. Jones defending Gilgeous-Alexander. Help from Washington. Holmgren, ball fake, spin. Uses the shoulder, gets it back. 4 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander. Give it up. Dort.
It was wow. Jones in the right place there at the right time.
Derrick Jones Jr., who can go to airplane. 6-point lead for the Thunder. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. The shake and make.
3-pointers, creating the space and driving lanes for Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving.
Dallas has lost its last 4 game 1s. Holmgren, ball fake on Gafford, doesn't bite. Holmgren, fake, and Holmgren lays it in. Holmgren brings a 7'5" wingspan. 23-21 Dallas, under a minute to go in the first. The spin, and that's going to be a goaltend on Gafford. Too late. Count it for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a nice quick little screen there. They got the matchup they wanted against Kyrie Irving. And SGA goes quickly. Good initial contact defensive.
Brings great length. That slashing ability, some creativity, will push it in transition. Gilgeous-Alexander, he just put Exum on his backside. Hayward, ball fake. Williams on a handoff, return it. Williams, met by Gafford. Out of bounds.
But he has been so good, spectacular, particularly in the second half in the playoffs. What a pairing, he and Luka.
Remember, neither of these two teams made the playoffs last year. That's too high. And it's...
With Luka only 1 of 9 and 4 points, we could have a shootout here in the fourth.
Isaiah Joe picked up his first moments ago. Kenrich Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 31. Doncic is on him.
Keep it down, keep it down.
3. Is from Klay Thompson. Thank you, Allie. And just to follow up that report by her, 18 points by Williams of the Thunder, 10 in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander spinning, shooting, scoring.
It doesn't matter.
Over Thompson.
I think the pass was a little bit behind Lively. There's a foul there on.
For the game, we asked Coach if that was true, and he agreed. I mean, that's such high praise for a very young team that there is not a weakling on the defensive end.
KC run here.
Gilgeous-Alexander stopping, starting, feeding, Joe, colliding, Thompson there. Shot clock at 7. 7 minutes gone in the quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander the other way with 16 points. He is the first player in double figures off the bench. Najee Marshall has put in 10 for the Mavs. Isaiah Joe. Doncic the rebound. Dug away by Dort. Hartenstein.
Luka doing a great job getting off the ball and making his teammates, setting his teammates up.
Marshall knocks it in. Here comes the Thunder. Joe makes the move. Marshall defends. On the wing, a 3 is launched. All right, so here comes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And he goes to Hartenstein, who is trying to...
Misses. That's just better offense.
So we've got 2 of the top 5 scorers in the NBA. And here's one of them, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Smooth.
And inside by Williams.
That is outstanding individual defense there by Case and Wallace.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 6 on the start. And with a hit right there by Shai.
And hands equally. How do you guard that?
Gilgeous-Alexander will accelerate down the lane.
Now clock management becomes a big factor. Gilgeous-Alexander, 15 points in the second half, sitting on 29.
And that's been an OKC problem all year.
Gilgeous-Alexander guarded by Hardy. He'll pull a quick three. There's Gafford with the last day of the regular season. Gilgeous-Alexander drives it on Gafford. The next stoppage, they may take a peek and might adjust the score. So just keep that in mind. Right now it's a 5-point game, and there's SGA's excellent three-point shooting game for both teams. Exum hits his first 3 of the game. Kills the steal. Thunder lead it by 9. Can push it into double digits here. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16. He backs Lively out. Gilgeous-Alexander, shot fake, contact, count it! It has an effect on Dagnall's decision about who finishes the game roster-wise.
Yeah, it does, and there's been a lot of games where he has not finished with Josh Giddey.
Under February 10th by 35 points. That was Gafford's first game. Been a different story to start this one. Dallas hanging in there without Luka. Now Williams again. Oklahoma City turnovers. Thunder by 1. Gilgeous-Alexander guarded by Green. Finds Joe. And that high arcing three-pointer missed it. Is a direct tie to remarkable youth of this Oklahoma City team. An incredibly young team having this kind of success. You rarely see it in the NBA. Here's Williams again,
and he can still beat you. Well, that's been his signature game, you know, his entire career, is his ball handling skills. I don't think there's anybody that have better ball handling skills.
Release points, incredible. Now it's Kai defending Shai. Another duck around and underneath.
Thunder have a chance to take the lead. 8 lead changes in tonight's game. Big collision there.
3-point play for Gafford. For his career, 67% on the line, about 71% this year. Chet for 3.
Almost 36%. They rely on him so much. Shai finds an open man. Josh Giddey in the corner. No good.
Who's in front of you?
Well, Luka is putting up numbers when it comes to scoring, rebound, assist, and steals.
Not to use that second challenge, which is the only one he's got in his pocket.
Look at Shai getting downhill, drives right to the cup and scores with Gafford.
Ball back to the Thunder. Downhill drive by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good contest by
Dallas off of these OKC misses. Trying to get these passes up the floor.
Yeah, and they've got a few that come over the top.
SGA pulls up on the step back.
We have seen some pretty big-time first quarters out of the Mavs this year. And just keep it going. Oklahoma City, this is their first game since a Tuesday road loss to Utah.
Something that Mark Dagnall mentioned that he provides. He is a dunking threat. Get above the rim, that vertical spacing. Kenrich Williams.
Marky's he's a real big.
Yes.
Yeah, that dog you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
He is a real big, not one of those.
Out of the 22 shots have been from 3. They've missed 8 consecutive, and it's allowed the Thunder to slowly chop down the deficit. Shai, boy, just getting
sessions against those good defensive teams, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Paris. It also helps to have great ball handlers, Michael, like SGA, Josh Giddey. There is Isaiah Joe right out of the timeout, and he was wide open.
He can steals and be a top 5 scorer.
That is a follow-all punch.
That is Isaiah.
And the Mavericks needed it. Remember, they called that timeout because Oklahoma City got it down to 2 or 3. 3, I believe.
Shai finds a baseline cutter. Lou Dort.
Did he bring it down?
Leonard fighting here on every possession. Nice pass underneath. Dort.
Contest so far.
Around PJ into the paint. Blocked. Lively. Ball picked up Jalen Williams. Kicks it out for an open 3. No good for Wiggins. There's got to be a foul there.
Pushed him right in the back.
14th year in the league a long time ago, back in 2011. SGA power down the lane and it blocked. Wiggins off the catch.
I'm glad he was a lot calmer about it than I was.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was freaking out too. Follow.
You're not over here to be calm.
That's right.
Energy is what they want from us, right?
That's right, sir. Shai with a spin and a shot fake. Another low clock situation. Dort, 2 seconds. Down he goes. Goes to Jones. No. Boards again. Wow.
Well, you just showed us.
Yeah, what is it tonight? Plus 12, Dallas, in this game?
You just showed us why, too.
Yeah.
Those two guys being out.
Ball lane. And Kyrie got him. Hard closeout. Dort in the corner. That time.
Really the worst scenario because it's only 2 fouls in the quarter on Dallas.
Yeah, and without fouling.
2 in the game on Kleba.
Got to get in help position here.
Driving kick by Shai, and this is a corner 3 by
On that play.
SGA knows exactly what he wants to do with the basketball. You pointed out, Mike, just so much attention. The gravity, there it is again. Cason Wallace, almost the exact same play.
A seat, Lively returns. 2 early fouls for Lively tonight, but none since. Kick out pass to Dylan Jones.
And here he is here for Dallas. Defending SGA with a little switch. Kick out to Jones. Had the look.
Shai on the drive. Inside.
Egregious than that.
Now Calio finally had enough. Hooked him. SGA right to the cut.
Sideline was his friend with Sean Elliott.
I know that's what he was doing.
Inside, Dylan Jones.
2. Team high. Plus 23 versus Phoenix. Nice pass. SGA.
What an addition he has been.
Marshall averaging about 8.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, nearly 3 assists tonight, going 2 for 9. Had 6 points, 3 boards, 4 assists. And Dallas is winning against San Antonio. They doubled Shai.
He's in all that.
A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell and Ousmane Dieng running the pick and roll, and Mitchell on.
To get something good in transition.
And those guys got to realize there's no shot blockers on the floor for Oklahoma City.
I sent a lot of guys to the offensive glass. Just tap that ball away like the Thunder just did. Everybody just trying to keep their hand on it. It's a nice little stop and pop action.
SGA will analyze the defense. See what he can do here. That double team. Kenrich loves that spot in the middle. Wiggins. Just 8 points here. But some timely plays for the Mavs with that steal and then that 3. There's another double team on SGA. Quick pass over to Jay Will.
Beat you off the dribble. And once he's made a couple of threes, it kind of makes you do a hard closeout on him. Looked like he had nowhere to go.
Shai again going right. No stop at the elbow, pulls up. Yeah, the struggles that they've had. They've lost 5 out of 6, but they've also lost 6 consecutive games on the road. And there.
Spencer Dinwiddie for the Mavericks as a result of their injuries.
J-Dub got run off the 3-point line, so he steps.
Just have to score the basketball, have to find a way to get points. 14 points here in the 4th quarter.
Absolutely.
Defense conversions. SGA stops him with his offense.
He's got really deep range.
Thunder just keep running the exact same play, and Dort is going to get the bounce.
Down 7. And Markkanen now with a 25-point ball game. Dort goes deep. Up and out, back in.
2 more years on Chet Holmgren, but they got the same game. They can put the ball on the floor. They can knock down the 3.
Keep running that same play. Holmgren was open. This time he's going to set it up.
Into his body and negates the shot blocking of Chet.
Markkanen scores his
goal. It's good closeout.
Markkanen scores his 20th. Yeah, they close.
Shot it quickly over Dort. Didn't get it to go. Dunn has not been able to keep SGA in front of him. Holmgren yet again from the outside, and Chet Holmgren.
Teams like to play with pace, but there's really no pace to this game right now. It's just some half court on this end.
Again, you leave the... And John Collins now with a 12-point half. Well, the Jazz will talk about this stat at halftime. 10 turnovers, but the Thunder have scored 18.
Big game against OKC back on January 18th. Season high 31. He can get going. He's got speed. Wallace outside. That looping three is good. Kaysen
leading the break. Finding Collin for a nice rhythm drive.
Utah all the way back from 10 down, up by 1, not for long.
For the three. George is starting to take some steps forward on the offensive end. Utah liking what it sees from the rookie out of Baylor. Little inside-outside game. Shai gets it back. Now picked up by the rookie. He'll pull up from deep for three, and SGA.
It's a nice play, too, because that ball had to be perfect for Markkanen to make that play.
Shai counted in a foul.
And you're Larry Markkanen. You got to go with one hand. Beautifully done.
In that MVP conversation, along with Jokic. And he's doing some special things, folks. Leading the NBA in steals while averaging over 31 points a game, shooting almost 55% from the field.
Jay Will off the bounce pass from Kenwood.
I mean, he's done an unbelievable job. They've gone from one of the worst records in the league to the best in the West.
The NBA. Almost 3 a game.
Still in there, still working his lead all the way up to 19 points. They have thoroughly controlled this fourth quarter. Shai's going to get man one here with the swipe down.
He's like just a steady boat out there on the ocean where he's just creating a lot of things for his teammates. But tonight is definitely a special night for him.
Will Hardy has just gone completely dormant in his fourth quarter. Even with that three, a lot of that coming thanks to the Thunder defense. Shai back in, pulls up. Even with that, all the good stuff. That was in SGA's second year as a professional. First year with OKC, that three-guard look. That was a really good Thunder team. That game that night was for the 4th seed in the Western Conference, particularly with those double teams.
Well, they're just kind of throwing them randomly at SGA. Here's the mismatch you wanted. Passing it back to Jay Will. Look at chessboard all season long, folks. With the long, deep rotation.
SGA yet again. Got all.
That's all I can say.
Trying to elevate the roof there. Trying to raise the roof. Hayward's high arcing three. Clanks right back over to SGA. Reload three. Cashes it. SGA crosses up. Now bisects the lane. He hangs in the air long enough. Since 24 back in 2021. SGA off the deck. Pulls up. No good on the down the other way. Got that three to go. Second three for Utah here in the first quarter. The Jazz close the gap a little bit. Jay Will talked about SGA, finding open shoot.
A lot of times when you drive to the basket, this is what this guy does. He does it more than anybody in the NBA. Look at this, folks. 4 black shirts around him. And he's forcing them to collapse on him, which allows Collins usually doesn't miss that close to the basket.
Shai gave it right back to Holmgren. Holmgren slices in. The Jazz feel like they might have the point guard of the future. Chet Holmgren hangs in the air.
Bucket of this game. He is so athletic. You like when he's hitting threes, but man, when he get inside.
Hey, classmate of mine, both point guards in '87. My physique was way better than his.
Oh, you got your name all over the trophy case.
You need to get those stops. You need to get out in transition. You're going to get high-quality looks before that defense gets set.
Malik Monk now with 19. Holmgren, a little show and go move. Chet, left hand.
He was just open up his bag and put him in the game.
Think about his time with Charlotte. He was a lottery pick with the Hornets. And Holmgren.
Something at times eluded him. Shai stops on a dime.
Looking closer at the schedule, and you play this OKC team here again on April 9th.
Right.
Teams have kind of backed off that double team. Remember that double team in the first half?
Oh, and Ellis.
Domas, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Near a triple-double. As Lou Dort, he might have got away with shuffling the puppies there. Jalen Williams now with 19 already in this game, and look at that.
Has been playing in the month of February, that he comes in and immediately knocks down a triple for a Kings team that struggled early on.
SGA got away with a push-off right there. Jalen Williams.
5th best bench score at 15 points per game. SGA, hard drive on Mitchell. Out wide, open 3, Jalen Williams.
0-4 from beyond the arc, and we know that that is not going to stay the case throughout the course of the game. So just be patient and work the offense.
Lou Dort going all the way for the layup.
And I didn't get caught that much. I'm just saying.
Shai's got a step. Goes Euro for.
How about this? Look at all the shirts he's got to navigate through. You call that Euro step.
First quarter, OKC down 6.
Remember all those shots the Kings were making early part of the first quarter. Haven't been able to get anything inside.
A few games ago about Rashawn Holmes handling his role, coming to work every day as Shai Gilgeous.
Been a minute since you've been out there and cash on that bucket. Oh, that's a tough physical matchup. Look at Ellis in that defense.
I don't care if he hits another bucket. I really don't. If he keeps playing defense like that, you may as well have it be as authentic as possible, right?
I was talking to our guy Scott Moak about it before the game. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Keep shooting.
Hey, listen, shoot or shoot.
30-25, SGA driving. Oh, he is so strong. And it has lifted everyone up with their intensity. Holmgren. SGA against Garrison Matthews. Drives in, gets bumped.
I mean, because Holmgren had him stopped, and he was still able to hold his composure and make that shot.
SGA against Jalen. Moves in, and a foul.
Certainly not coming in with the same hype as Victor Wembanyama. As Atlanta was able to get that #1 pick as SGA. With Cason Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Chet Holmgren, SGA. There is SGA pulling up, and he got to find a point land. He's got 3 threes.
And that's pretty much his game as well.
With a double-digit deficit, we start to apply a little extra pressure. SGA once again.
It's a nice play by the Hawks to block at the rim, similar to what the Thunder did a couple of plays ago.
The rim protection in this game so far, elite. Tough shot, Lou Dort. Boy, hit it, or you could pass it. You got to love those options.
Yeah, he's got that nice little floater in the lane. He was in the lane as well.
A little behind the back passes Dort. That would have been his 3rd three. Hartenstein gives it right back to him in the corner. Ball swings down to Joe. Niang. Not very good defense, and it's Kenrich Williams.
And he's a pretty good three-point shooter. Made him pay for that one.
27-16, the fake. Oh, behind the back by Hartenstein. For Dort, air ball 3. Isaiah underneath, back to Dort. 7 on the shot clock. Swing it back on this side. Here is Isaiah Joe missing.
Into his own defensively, Dyson Daniels. He's averaging over 3 steals a game. Man, that's some rare air there, folks.
Young fell off, and it leads Cason Wallace.
Lap the entire field.
That's why this guy should be Defensive Player of the Year. I don't even know why they're even thinking about it.
Quickly inside, Wallace. Nice fake to get Moget. 99-90, 4-10, 3rd quarter. SGA driving. Banking it in. 7-point game. SGA makes it a 5-point game.
Shai high off the window. That's a back trail with 3:45 left in the third. Shai draws 2. Joe on the dribble. Had it knocked away.
Just take your time and get the shots you want. What a great game on this Easter night, folks.
Inside the final minute. Shai on the prowl. Step back 3. It looks good. Short. Even,
you know, for most of the game here in the second half, but certainly effective right now.
Joe. Covered up by DiVincenzo. Jay Will, a tough pass. Still here in the third quarter. Shai finds Holmgren. Open man is Dort.
On its feet in what has been another high entertainment value game. Shai bounces, left hand, what a scoop and score!
Handle.
3 minutes to go. Dort, Hartenstein off balance, there's another one! Shai, again, with Bridges defending, and you get a
variety of different offensive skill sets, too.
extra pass. Over the corner, it's Isaiah Jones, spotted up there.
Only for a shot, but for his teammates.
Already with 3 assists. Hart, good physical defender, and SGA just sent him to the deck. We talked about mid-range shooters last night. He's a great mid-range shooter with SGA. That one pops up in there right off the front of the rim. SGA is going to get a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. I think we could say Dub has shown up tonight, especially here in the fourth quarter. Shai also returned, doing his move. Boy, he just completely...
Time to get that shot off.
Shai wants to step back 3. That one's going to rattle in.
Seeing that house and the mouse action.
Shai stops, pulls up, and drills it from the...
Skinny. No hesitation. He's 9 out of 12 from the floor. Shai on the cut from Kenrich. Nicely done. Marshall's still the primary defender on SGA. As Jay will deflect.
Pelicans keep applying the pressure. SGA inside. He goes with the left hand.
That's the sign of a veteran, being able to forget about that 1 for 10 first half. He has come out firing. So is SGA, but not that time. With Zion, but he's using a little speed. He saw it there, getting that hand in. Now he steps behind the line again. Very high arcing 3 from the floor prior to that 3. One of the better shooters that we've seen over the last decade. SGA, he had a little space. Pelicans get it right back. As SGA wants Holmgren to set the screen, now he dives. Chet can pass, Kenrich, nice fake, nice.
For us to maintain a growth mindset about all of our experiences, because we don't want the growth that we've had to stall out.
All right, thank you, Nick. And an opportunity is Isaiah Joe open.
Now where's it coming from? Robinson Earl. So they got what they wanted. And on the spin.
It's a travel. That's a travel.
For the Pels.
It's a good pass by Herb Jones. Good patience when he got under that lane.
Counts if it goes.
Pelicans had 2 days off after that historic win against the Utah Jazz, where they put up a $153. Thunder here on game 2 of this road trip. SGA on the step back.
Get into him.
Exactly.
Yep, right, and he got into him. Gilgeous-Alexander breaking it off for a step back. And gets the...
And they don't call it. Can't believe you wouldn't take a foul.
No.
For all those years.
They called him on me. I just didn't think I did it.
Giddy down low, little hesitation. Even
Jose in for the first time of the second half. Late pick by Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Giddy, he got there. Too easy.
Putting this down close to a 0 as possible. Now making his move, bisecting the lane.
Relatively a quiet night. He's 2 of 7 with those 7 points. Dropped 33 in this building a couple of nights ago against the Jazz.
Shai able to elevate.
Taking the charge, and you don't have to worry about him blocking your shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander mid-range.
Been defensive oriented. That's what you expected coming in. As Shai surveys. Kenrich always moving, cutting. Holmgren trying to save it. Over the basketball and the lead. Trying to extend that lead. Ball in the hands of SGA. Veers right again on Murphy. Almost lost it.
Forcing that tough shot by Marshall. He's been knocking that shot down the second half.
Shai gave it back to Jay Will. Thought about the three instead. Wants to drive the kick. It's Joe off the catch.
Trifecta. Off the glass by Shai.
Line drive in the box score. Shai get tangled up. So Marshall's come off the bench for Willie Green and the Pelicans and provide a little something. He's got 10 points. As now the shot clock is under 10. Shai bouncing. So turnovers at times, a little bit of a problem. And that's going to be an offensive foul. You wonder if there's going to be a point of this game where the offense starts to find itself. Some of those outside shots start to fall. Which team is going to be making them? Dort, and he got surrounded. They're going to want to close out this game, close out this series. They're going to have to earn it here in the second half. Holmgren can't make it 2-0.
Getting credit for that.
Hunter should run this down as much as possible. Lead out this clock. Dort off. Now 3.5 between shot and game. So OKC can really run this down. You certainly don't want to give the Pelicans final minute of this first quarter. Shai having to work for it. Goes with the left hand. Dort is going to be an offensive player than Valanciunas.
But he still likes to play around the basket, though.
And Shai, that time, Valanciunas. Oh, he leaned into that three, just did not look comfortable.
And you're happy with him doing it. What has he been doing the whole series? He's been posting up with his back to the basket.
That's where he's been more comfortable. Ingram all out on SGA, and then he got a little handsy, and he's going to commit the foul. Again, trying to go to the hook shot, and missed it.
And good job by Chad. Not allowing him to get to that deep, sweet spot. Now, he was in the lane, but he wasn't that sweet spot that he likes to get to.
Shai, the drive, and the kick out to Holmgren. Valanciunas was given a little bit of space. Holmgren's going to get hacked.
We're pointing out moments ago, just run time off that clock and get the shots you want. It's all about preservation right now. With a plus 17 on the scoreboard.
SGA, one-on-one, dancing with Jones on him, pulls up, that is just dirty.
He has been playing like an MVP all season, and here directing traffic like a point guard. So look, let's just run a little time off this clock, like a fourth grader coming off the recess. Just real slow. For somebody tell him this is a basketball game, not a volleyball game, but you love it anyway. What a spike of a block. And he kept it in play, too. That's what they call it.
You got it. Ernie, thank you very much. Approaching 8 to go in this one. Orleans led early by 5. Thunder have led by as many as 23. Gilgeous-Alexander is back in. Dort to Jalen Williams. He's matched up against McCollum. And he feeds outside to Giddey. And the shot clock is at 2. And Giddey's doubled. And Gilgeous-Alexander fires and misses.
He's one of those guys who's got that range. The last couple of games he's been off. Came up big in game 1 with those 21 points.
Oh, Isaiah Joe wide open from the outside.
But Valanciunas, just get the hand up and not foul the guy. He can rush that shot and shoot it short.
Shai able to keep his dribble alive. Up and down Marshall to Jay Will. Isaiah Joe this time from the corner, and that one rattles. He is defending SGA. Opening minutes here, third quarter. Giddey, the space, fires away, and John. SGA almost had 2 steals. Wasn't able to get either one of them. This time he'll try to initiate some offense. Nice pass, slipped it right into.
Winding down. That's just a terrific shot by Trey Murphy III. As you mentioned, he was pretty deep out there.
Shai responds right back.
Trey Murphy will shoot it from anywhere, and you see an example of that. Coming off a 12-point game in his lone performance.
A lot of times you do that in the fast break. Timed that perfectly.
A little miscommunication there by the Pelicans.
When it got into the hands of another Pelican player, he did the same.
And Shai maneuvering. That fadeaway shot.
No Chet Holmgren in there. Those buckets are much easier for Lisi. Gilgeous-Alexander drives, shut off.
Opposite side.
Right.
Caruso just hit the three. Jones relocating. And he'll get the roll.
That's simple basketball.
That's a collision that might register on the Richter scale when you got Zion and Jay Will.
Absolutely.
Two biggest bodies on the floor. Jones flashing.
The Thunder just taking control of this game. Almost at the middle part of this fourth quarter.
Now this is the biggest lead in the game. It sits at 28. Giddey sideline three and everything. And Jeremiah Robinson-Earl coming off the bench for Willie Green. Dort for three.
He's taking the play of Trey Murphy from the other night where he was knocking down those threes.
Joe passes up the three.
You got to let that go too. I mean, you cannot punish the defense if he starts fighting back like he was doing on that play. That's a huge advantage for a guy who's just going to barrel his way in there.
Don't have a double standard just because it's in the front court. That's going to be a foul.
That piece here, Pelicans got everybody back.
Shai, the lob up top. Holmgren caught it but fouled. Here in the second half after that big 20-point outburst in the first.
And that was the best thing that Nance could do is foul him on that play or let this just play out.
You like the fact that the ball was out of Ingram's hands.
He was pump faking quite a bit.
Shai kept that pivot foot down. He is a quiet, unsung hero for the Pelicans, not just tonight, but over the course of the season. As SGA rumbles down the lane, is going to take Colty 8 for Ingram.
That's almost Durant-like there. He does not see defenders once he elevates up on that mid-range.
A dime. McCollum, one of the guys with a ton of playoff experience on this Pelicans roster. They need everything he can give them in this series as the Pelicans have retaken the lead. Into the corner, here comes Dort like a runaway freight train. Holmgren. This is Isaiah. Joe takes flight, and that's a thing of beauty.
Pelicans, again, one of the deeper teams in the league. In fact, number 2 team in plus-minus in terms of their bench unit entering the playoffs. Holmgren on it.
And really impressed with what both teams did this year, right? Zion had a pretty healthy season. They still dealt with a lot of injuries with Brandon Ingram, but they've grown. They've become a top 10 defensive team in this league. And
SGA out front working against Jones. Now the switch. Lewis picks him up. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, fires. Under 5 minutes to go. Alexander spins on Jones and knocks.
He is 0 for 3. All 3 of his shots have been from deep.
That's one of his shots right there, that corner 3.
Shai slips it right there to Holmgren, trying to...
The Bucks have not been able to get those major runs, but it's come at the expense of the Thunder's offense just not getting those shots to fall at the right time.
See a bunch of Bucks players flying around. Giddey outside to Dort. Dort got a flyby off the deck. Out. With $1:45 left here, first half. That's going to be a foul on. Michael, is Milwaukee start to figure things out because the Thunder defense has kept them at bay so far. So that's going to be a hand check and a foul.
Thunder at 22.
Shai trying to dribble this ball flat and dribble the clock down. As it approaches 5, Shai goes right. Double team, bounce pass over to Waters. Sidestep 3 from the corner. A paint-heavy team outside of Giannis, Michael, but they will chuck a bunch of threes.
And when he's in the game, he kind of sucks you into that, trying to worry about keeping him out of the paint. You want to certainly look at those.
Crowder, who's bounced around the NBA, bunch of different teams. It's a Milwaukee team that takes a ton of threes. Jay Will and the player in Lillard.
He's one of those guys, too. He's got that deep range, but he's also a good midi guy. So we say mid-range folks
As Dort is going to launch from...
Giannis, obviously. It's going to be a tough. I mean, it's a great decision to have.
But then you add Pat Connaughton and Joe Ingles,
yeah,
throughout the year. But
And that's got to be Jalen Williams this year.
Oh, he's got to be in that all-star. And that shots for other people and helps open up the floor.
Well, you see so many of these scoring point guards. It's a different, certainly a different position in terms of what you were supposed to do as opposed to when Doc played. Gilgeous-Alexander, well defended by Jackson Jr. Jalen Williams goes up, can't get it.
I said this is called post-up Olenek tonight.
Well, you're right. They've had him on the block. Shai trying to show the touch.
It's his first one of the night, and he knocks it down.
Second Toronto player into double digits. The other one is Grady Dick, who is set to check back in for the Raptors. Nice pass. Kenrich Williams got it right back from Dort. And the pass was just better than the defense.
Well, the Raptors' best offense is quick strike. That's what they're trying.
Toronto, they've been doing it all season long.
Right now with 9 of those fast break points.
First couple of minutes. They're taking on this Toronto team that looks very different than the last time these two teams met back on February 4th. J-Dub, hard drive.
2:45 remaining in overtime. Pirtle guards Shai. Redirection.
Right back, but misfired from 3. And then it's still trailing by 3. Shai keeps the dribble alive. Nice in and score.
Dropping dimes, stopping on the dime, and then pulling back. I see you, young fella.
He's got a double-double.
And again, running the show at the point guard position. And how about Pirtle on his defense? Great discipline.
Been great in space.
Good closeout by Scotty. This is the end right here. You gotta make sure you play defense. You see the Raptors still double teaming. Good closeout off the glass.
Toronto keeps putting so much ball pressure on SGA, getting the ball out of his hands yet again. There's that double team. Dort's gonna let it fly, and Lou Dort's able to bet.
106-105, Toronto by 1. Shai. Here's Giddey for 3.
Game has been huge off the bench. Back to a 1-point game. And back and forth
and quickly he's doing a nice job not turning the ball over, getting his team in offense.
Check the 3, and it's good.
Raptors a 114-110 lead. Holmgren, that 3 is good.
Shooter delivered it. He was ready to catch it and let it fly.
January shooting over 50% from 3. 3 of 6 here. Now this Sunday, good job by Quickly. The Raptors, Gary.
Right at the 5-minute mark. Clutch time here in Oklahoma City. Shai outside the block. He likes that spot, tied up.
Something that will wear on you toward that fourth quarter. Thunder keep firing.
Get to that left hand and go to work.
Last 5 games, shooting 74% from the field. Raptors by 8. Shai. Good job by Gary Trent Jr. Jank gives it back up to Wiggins. Here's Williams.
When RJ's back in the game, penetration, driving the basketball, getting downhill to the basket.
Dort.
And drives hard, right or left, will always finishes left.
Found a new home, playing his 14th game with the Raptors. There's Dort, drives in, pulls up to short of the defense.
Got 5.
These teams are both winded. They're trying to go up and down, but the Raptors are applying the force defensively and being aggressive.
He's played well enough here in the second quarter, but just really struggled to find offense. Corner 3.
He's playing physical. You mentioned Pirtle with a nice screen that freed Scotty up for that mid-range that I'll take any day of the week. Scotty's shooting it from 15 feet.
Shai.
Where he's side of the rack with a nice reverse.
Grady coming off of the bench to a 2-4 points. Raptors lead by 4. Shai. And no back.
Those ball handlers, Michael, they have options. They always know they have options, even when it's late in a possession.
Well, I think what Vasa does a good. Thunder have a couple of Serbian nationals on their roster as well. Shai will call his own number for the.
Responding here early with grit, determination, and toughness.
They're playing with energy, and you mentioned it. They're playing with toughness, and you saw RJ just go right through contact and finish at the rim.
Giddy.
La cobertura de la Copa Stanley, el hockey, también a través de la pantalla de TNT Sports.
Otro disparo.
Take your breath away, unlike few players on the planet. But too little, too late for the Grizzlies. SGA contested 3.
Es increíble, pero ahí vamos. Ahí está, atacando atrás. Suelta de 3. Se quedó corto. Rebote para el equipo de Oklahoma City Thunder. Han dominado en todas las facetas del juego. Gira, suelta, falla.
Lanza, no logra registrar, busque nuevamente la posesión de balón y le salió a la perfección al jugador número 13 de Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr.
With a monster quarter, he's got 22 for the night. Shot clock at 8. SGA, boy, a little bit of pressure.
Justamente ese tablazo que viene ayudando en la causa.
Son 15 puntos los que tiene ahora. Y también
nice screen from Shai.
Con otro triple también.
15, la ventaja para el equipo de la casa. El pase a Caruso que suelta de cristal, falla, pero
But Lou Dort brings to the team a great catch and shoot, shooting almost 42% on the year. Much improved from the start of his career.
Con una corridilla de 13 ganadas, de 13 anotaciones contra 5 en los últimos 3-0-7 del partido.
Opens up easier outside shots.
What a matchup here. SGA sizes up Morant, finds a spot from the.
El tema del huracán Katrina, recuerdan que los New Orleans Pelicans, en ese entonces no se llamaban Pelicans, sino se llamaban.
You have the dynamic ability of shooting from Aldama. JJJ can live by the rim.
Caruso. MG al aire. También en la red social X como NBA Marcelo.
Tomas Isolovi, Helsinki, Finland-born interim head coach who joined his team last summer.
Feet of them on those early looks. OKC not going to take their foot off the gas as you would expect here. Shai downhill.
Especially when you get those arms extended. Shai fighting for a little space. Dort drives right by Bane. Got caught in the air with 5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Shai sees the double, finds an open man. Extra pass over to Kenrich.
The 80s that stretched out really long, and he went back to his normal size.
Oh, and Shai, how did he do it? Yeah, so great to be able to play close to a spot that's meaningful to you. As Shai stops on a dime.
Picking on that one.
Everybody waiting for you to make a move. Shai makes his move, crosses up Laravia. That one goes. Nard came in there full speed.
Isaiah Joe and Jay Will, one of the top charge takers on the team, and try to go for the rebound and let somebody else get it.
When in doubt, go for the body. First quarter and the majority of the second quarter, it's been Kennard and then Desmond Bane 3. Holmgren got it back, and then he got stripped.
Never do that as a player, but I always admired those guys that could do that without fouling the person.
He timed it up, was in the right place. Knew that Gabriel was going to try to get that dunk there as SGA. Tough shot.
Play too. Looked like he kind of lost his footing at the end there as well.
SGA, such a willing passer, and he finds conference standings is they have turned themselves into a two-way force, both offensively and defensively. Number 2 net-rated team in the NBA, Isaiah Joe.
He's shown that he can knock down the 3. Got a nice build and good size as well.
He has led the way from Memphis.
From downtown. from the bench.
You brought up a word in the first quarter when we were trying to analyze that quick start. As that's going to be a driving pretty much since this game took off.
Well, and that's what you want to do. I mean, they're playing in-system basketball. They're turning you over. They're creating.
Youngest player in the NBA, 19 years old, was a two-way player. That contract got converted to a full guaranteed deal. It's looked good for Memphis so far. Giddey missed the last three. They're in a good spot here. Shai again on Stevens. Series of ball fakes. Tough shot on the baseline, but
he's being able to get to that three-point shot right now. It's something you're going to have to manage.
Isaiah Joe. He wants. Coming off the bench for Taylor Jenkins. Shai. Thomas got some size in the look. Taylor Jenkins has had to really go deep into the bench, deep into the roster. Memphis has played 27 different players on the season.
The largest lead of the night, which is the largest lead between these two ball clubs, at 10 points.
SGA. So smooth. Oh, what a pass. Hartenstein.
That has not been to the free throw line tonight.
Shai, little hesitation. Outside, Kenrich spotted up. He's getting everybody out on the perimeter for SGA to operate. 7 seconds. Spins. Fades on the baseline. And Michael, where Grizzlies knocked down 23s. First time in NBA history had 9 players with 2 or more threes. Speaking of threes. Joe on the flare out. They love that play and that time.
Amazement of Taylor Jenkins that you just saw there.
Desmond Bane's been shooting the ball really well that time. SGA gives it up.
Contested, step back.
And SGA. Shai trying to get Scottie Pippen Jr. off of him. Use that screen. Kenrich left open yet again. Humphrey's dropping back.
Wants to learn a lot of that from his dad, Jaren Jackson Sr.
I mean, he is huge. Shai is
Corey Kispert had 12 points last night against the Nuggets. SGA spinning inside with the layup.
Open.
They don't want to leave Kenrich Williams open either. How about this?
LeBron surpassing him last year, I want to say right about this time. It's got to be the most indefensible shot because that's what he...
Being disruptive in the paint, so that's already a telling tale that you have to get some good ball movement and get it swung around the horn.
Here's SGA getting into the paint, hits the fadeaway.
Roots back here to the Thunder family as well. This is Thunder Legacy night as well as Thunder Legacy weekend.
And Shai. A 10-0 with a spurt.
Into the Wizards' interior defense, despite Porzingis being on the floor.
5 turnovers for Washington, and Shai nearly had the end to put up with the shot clock dwindling. 7-3 locked in.
They're only 5 shot attempts, but connected on 4 for 11 points in 18 minutes. Solid performance.
SGA getting past Poole and 17 for Poole. He scored 12 of his 17 here in the third. SGA in the paint, pump fakes, scores.
Malcolm Brogdon getting into the heart of the defense, collapsing the shell, finding the open Thibault for the 3.
Brogdon's 7th assist. Here's Joe from distance, and that's in.
And he doesn't make many. It just doubles up Portland's lead. 3-point shot continues to pace their offense. Stunner looking for... Sometimes you just get beat by a good shot. Shai once again going to work, spinning hard.
I like that word what Lawson mentioned, predictable shot diet.
It's the first 6.
Under inching ever so closer to another 30-point game.
Shai already with 11 in the...
Thunder have taken care of business, so getting into the paint time and time again.
With the two-hand flush.
I see this one as easy, but it might not be as easy for everybody. And another opportunity.
And Gilgeous-Alexander will bring it across. He drives left, goes to the rim, no good, and a late 1-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander into the paint.
It's past Simons. He is fouled.
Get to a lot quicker. Just contested those shots because, man, he's a sharpshooter.
And reaching buckets. Got to give credit to Portland. The Blazers shot 51%. They faced double-digit deficit the majority of the night. As Hayward works his way inside. Gordon Hayward. Just been completely dormant in the game. Shai going right to work. Right back out, and there's another chance for a three-point play.
And this is 3 straight and ones with that guy on him.
He's done on the night. He cashes in a big 3 for Portland. This is the closest the Blazers have been in a while. Shai this time is going to finish.
Taking a screen. You got 2 shooters with the basketball. In the play. One setting the screen for the other. There's a little stumble.
Guys like DeAndre Ayton, Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe still hanging in this game. Still a double-digit lead. Shai, yet again, explosive to the right.
Masterful job all season of moving those chess pieces around on the floor.
Shai keeping it himself, put his head down.
By the medical staff.
So game continues. SGA fakes the pass, kept it himself.
Array of offensive weapons. He's a long-range shooter. Not that mid-range game.
Oh, and Shai got met, and then Thunder will have another 3-city road trip at the end of January as Shai rumbles down the.
And he's their number 2 scorer. Mid-range again. Same result.
They were one of the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA coming in. Shai, he veers back inside somehow, especially from 3. He's only taken 3 threes in the game. As Shai cuts inside. Here in downtown Phoenix. Thunder with the 6-point lead. Have battled here in the 4th quarter. Battled back. Shai doing his thing on the offensive end, looking for a little more. In and out of the lineup, he's got 15 points off the bench. Suns go back on top. Shai got to his spot. The Thunder still with the lead, up by 4. Final minute of the 3rd. This is what you would expect against a team like Phoenix. Shai double team, Giddey, floater. Earlier in this 3rd quarter. Massive Phoenix run. That's what Phoenix envisioned acquiring him from Washington.
Excuse me, partner. It seems like he's found his sea legs.
So turnover for Phoenix on that moving screen. There's SGA defended by Beal. Wants to go left, pulls and hits. So far tonight, 17 points. Thunder can get 2 for 1 here. Shai dances, stops, pulls up again. That one's good.
All season long, just not panicking, just sticking with, the system that they have and not allowing teams to.
The Thunder have taken the lead. Phoenix has not gotten a rebound since Nurkic left. Shai, all kinds of space on that mid-range shot, and it finally dances. He struggled over the last 2 games, but he was around 46%. There's SGA trying to spin on Beal. Going to get fouled and looking for one to drop in.
Yeah, I was a little dated on that one. I know you're still a young man, Tommy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, gotta admit, never played that one. I was too busy. Wow. Dagnall now calling out the offensive set.
But he's all the way down by the front bench. Like, when do they call that, right, from a coaching standpoint?
I was watching Devin shoot around after practice yesterday. He was kind of going through the walkthrough and some of the motions defensively. But then afterwards, there's Gilgeous-Alexander.
That shot won't go by Booker, who's having kind of a nightmarish night. Booker's 2 for 10 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander.
But the officials got to do what the officials got to do as they went over the backboard.
Easy way to help game flow. Holmgren on the flip. Mark Dagnall relying on Jang, Williams, Joe off the bench. The bench has been so important for OKC. Little step back 3, SGA.
Job of not going away. After being down by as many as 15 in this quarter.
Give the Magic credit after playing last night. Tough arrival, late arrival. Dort, no.
Team All-NBA a season ago and his first All-Star bid.
Shai looking to distribute. And it looked like that might have
really helped out.
And that might be a goaltend. Not considered a score by any means. And SGA's been 1:13 second quarter. Shai, another little hesitation, and this time
they're going to tighten things up. And as a player, you have to make that adjustment too.
Shai finds an open man. Kenrich Williams trying to stretch out the... Shai off the body going against the grain and then shows...
A punto de que efectivamente saliera de la NBA, pero le ha dado esa oportunidad el Orlando Magic ya en los últimos años.
And he barely moved.
Barely moved.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander sneaks it again.
You're going to get double, but sometimes you got to be super aggressive to let the defense know the double is not going to work.
It's nice to see the post game every once in a while.
Yes, it is.
Diddy will get it in the corner. A little more than 3 minutes gone. Here is Holmgren who makes a move. And the shot from outside with Carter defending, picked up offensively. It's a three, wide open, and down it goes. Jalen Williams.
En el set Holmgren. Aunque yo entiendo que lo están usando en una posición que no es la correcta, debería estar más cerca del canasto para tratar de dominar en los rebotes.
Franz in there for Orlando with the assist coming from Ingles.
One of my favorite others in the league. You know, people always ask why I talk about others because...
Alexander en la pintura. Pasa atrás a su compañero que suelta. Falla.
Kissimmee, here comes Joe the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Jalen Williams. Outside Isaiah Joe 3.
You know, missed a lot of shots at the rim. Both teams have almost like a lid is on the basket. Who can open up that basket first? That's a nice move there by Shai. Wow.
There were 12 points in the first 3 minutes. Right now, 27 points, just 13 for the Spurs.
Shai attacks, spins, gets fouled.
Johnson may have lost that ball on his own. No one really touched it.
SGA pulls up right at the elbow and then a late whistle and he got fouled.
See him as he was trying to pass the basketball.
Add another one to the total for Isaiah Joe on the charge list as SGA.
22 to go. Thunder holding off the Spurs up by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander gets downhill and scores.
College ball at Gonzaga.
Talked about those 10 assists that Shai had last night. My goodness, he is cooking it.
That time, taking offense into his own hands. Second three. If you can shoot in the NBA, you're going to be here a long time. Isaiah Joe, he
release.
Former College Player of the Year out of Creighton.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Isaiah Joe from deep.
Of all those injuries at the 5, coming off the bench this year, suffered that injury in training camp, kind of set him back, but finding his groove. There's a groove shot. It's one of those simple inbounds passes on the baseline that you're not really anticipating a defensive player being there, and a little too much heat on. 3 of them have been threes. 11 quick points for the Spurs, who've really kept the offense going all night long. And Holmgren had his step back.
There was nothing doing for San Antonio. Wemby lost the dribble, had to give it up. Shai looking for a quick response.
Oh, and the Spurs just continue to shoot it lights out, 54% of the game. Back up to 9. Shai once again on Branham. Open shooter, it's Wallace.
Here's we come up on 4 minutes left to go in the third.
And, you know, give the Spurs credit. They're making some tough shots. Like that tough shot.
One of those mini momentum shifts where the Thunder could have got a little bit closer. Mismatch here for SGA. Should get around Osman.
He does. Ball fake, and with 3 Spurs.
Won't get nothing that show up on the stat sheet, but I tell you one thing, in the game film tomorrow, they're going to say, all right, you know what, this is what he forced him to miss.
No team in this game has led by double digits. Spurs have led by as many as 8. Under by 7. Shai once again. This
high scoring half between these two teams.
Cassell's got 13. Shai left hand scoring from a ton of different guys in this first half. Shai double team outside Isaiah Joe. He will step into it. He's got himself points. San Antonio's put up 37 in the first. Shai, you see him getting hedged.
With some of the bench players, Gilgeous-Alexander finds the backboard, lays it in.
The Lakers. Gilgeous-Alexander, he is the man, and here he goes.
Right now the Thunder trying to avoid those empty trips down. And seems like he kind of steps up his game whenever LeBron James is off the floor or Anthony Davis.
Davis 17th in the league in points per game, just over 25. Gilgeous-Alexander stops and scores. Threes when he had 15 the other night against the Pelicans. And boy, a lot of the Lakers were aggravated after that game. Not at Russ, they're mad at themselves. Again, a game they...
The Westbrook miss. Lakers by a point. Oklahoma City with a basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander, little hesitation and a foul.
Time tonight with exactly 4 minutes to play in the quarter. By the way, this is our first look at OKC. Haven't seen them in 14 months.
According to LeBron. Lonnie Walker checks in. Austin Reeves returns for the Lakers as well. Gilgeous.
I think that the perennial All-Stars would do. 18 and 14. SGA is stripped. Lakers now put Reddish on SGA. Had a hard time getting away from him, and that's...
Josh said that he and Gordon actually shoot after practice quite a bit together, so he credited the Thunder for just bringing in.
You know, good thing once you got just under 5, a quarter and a half remaining.
Goes so to the Lakers, it seems, doesn't it? He's on and he's scoring.
Because that gives them that third bona fide score.
What you're going to get with AD and LeBron, basically. But again, didn't really shoot it in the fourth quarter. 2 days ago, Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Thunder had fought hard. Closed that gap to 2. Still just 11 points in this second quarter. Shai's been bottled up, and he's at least... Well, the Thunder have been able to force 12 here in the first half. Muscala open straight away. And
themselves trail now only by 2.
Career high for Austin in points, rebounds, and assists. And then the other night, he had 14 assists, 14 of them. Boy, AD, what a specter defensively. And that's Bismack who's in there. Bismack the arm.
Back to that play. I have not seen that in the last 5 years. A 5-second count
with the guy in the post does not happen for LA. Playing his 59th game of the season. It's the most since 2020. Chet Holmgren spots up, had some space for 3.
You just got to figure out if you can force it to slow down in this next $140 before halftime.
Shai got underneath, nice drive. Scoring for LA comes from obviously the big 2 and Davis and LeBron, but Reeves has been the guy to help out. And then the point 2 coming at a halftime with Dave Bliss with Paris. His physical, tall team of the Lakers, boy, SGA. Thunder just continued to apply pressure on the Lakers. Shai, a big part of that, stops, pulls up, tough shot, fading away.
So now, not allow him to penetrate.
Now the Thunder need a bucket. Can SGA give it to him? He can.
Lakers have won 3 out of 4 after dropping 4 straight. Lakers lost last night in Sacramento.
Off the dribble to be able to collapse the defense and try to kick out the shooters.
Shai, multiple guys from Paul George.
He had that hot start in that first quarter. He didn't miss a shot.
Oh, what a drive. SGA split the double team.
That's a bad man. I mean, he was like a pinball machine. He got pushed, hit one guy, and then at the end, Gordon came at the end. He bounced off of him and still had the...
Shai Pearson floats it up. Points for the Clippers. As the Thunder have scored on 4 consecutive possessions. SGA, that's going to be a hard. Now to just 5.
And how about this? I mean, just one quick move to the basket, and you're already at the rim. Sar's doing a good job of preoccupying Zubac.
15 minutos de acción, 7 puntos, 2 rebotes y 3 asistencias con una estafa.
So some of their offensive struggles now carrying over one night later as Gilgeous.
Tiene 17 puntos con 4 rebotes.
Y todavía queda el resto de este periodo y el otro último periodo.
Quedan prácticamente 18 minutos de juego.
Así que ya tú sabes que va a estar en los 20 y tantos o los 30 puntos.
Secure the defensive board.
Gilgeous-Alexander for 3.
As we come up on the 2-minute mark, it's a 1-score game, 3-point OKC lead. Shai, the step back shot.
OKC is +8, 48-40 points in the paint. A lot of those layups.
Harden a little slow getting over. Gilgeous-Alexander makes every.
Jada battled him in the first quarter, doing it again here in the fourth quarter. 2 shading over toward SGA. Cuts through a couple of defenders. How did he get that up?
Game. Gilgeous-Alexander back on the corner to Dort. On the flyby is Jones. Wiggins around Powell to Gilgeous-Alexander for the.
Take your teammate off the shot.
Clippers had a chance to tie. They were down 99-96. Dort for 3. The big one.
Throw it up here. That's right, Brian.
SGA with the basketball in his hands. Dort lets it fly. He's got another.
Going from 30 made 3-pointers in his first year to 156 last year. Lou Dort making the Clips pay. Again, defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander getting into the paint, surrounded by 3 defenders, kicks it out to Joe for 3. No, rebound.
Other good offensive players, guys like Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. He was in Portland. SGA double team. Finds the outlet. There is Joe. Lets it fly. Jones.
Offline on the free throw. Clippers have outscored Oklahoma City, the #1 defense in the league, 30-29. 30 points for the Clippers on 15 shots. Tough shot for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, misses that free throw. Still a double-digit lead here. Shai, tough shot, leading into it.
To 11 after trailing by as many as 20 here in the third. Caruso in the corner to Wallace for 3. Whistle, loose ball.
3 for 3 from the floor.
They just turned him into a relief man.
Caruso, the kick out. The Wallace 3 from the corner, and we're going to lose.
For the Clippers, and there are still 18+ minutes to play. Gilgeous-Alexander makes them pay.
Back to you. And allow him to turn. That's 20 turnovers for the Clippers.
For Derrick Jones Jr. And the Clippers cut him down 83-67. Another nice defensive play there.
Draw a foul every time he drives to the basket, so you have to be careful of that.
Nice pass, Dort, and the muscle from Jada.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact going on both sides of the ball, in particular when they guard James Harden.
Shai on Derrick Jones Jr. They kick it outside to Dort. It's a clean look at a 3.
Clippers will be number 17.
Shai kept his dribble alive. 17 for the Clippers. That's right at the season average.
A long way here in a quarter in which the Clippers have had 10 turnovers, 15 total in the game. Dort in the corner for 3.
Clippers had the 2-for-1 opportunity. Shai, this top Dort from the outside. Catch fire 3. That's good.
Lean a little bit more into your defense. Finish this half off with some momentum.
Gilgeous-Alexander off the window, no.
Threes. I'm back on it in the moments.
Boy, SGA almost every single you are. But you're seeing that kind of repeat itself here in this first quarter. They're only down by 6, but a lot of unforced errors here. It's good TV.
It sure is.
There, I mean,
offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Williams for 3.
Pass the basketball. It's another turnover. Slapped on the Clippers.
now Kenrich outside, a little flat. 100 attempts. Crazy number. Final shot time here. SGA. Up top to Joe. Joe.
For the Thunder so far. We haven't finished this half.
Shai. Oh. Shai. Trying to see if something can open up. He's got the mismatch on Bamba. Drives down. Too much contact. Bob Vember ended up getting 31. Most of those coming in the second half. Shai sizing up Coffee. Straight away 3.
Still 3 or 4 possessions remaining in the game. Up a Joe. A little bit cold here in Oklahoma City.
And SGA will push. A big screen from Jay Will, pulls up right at the nail. You forget about him with maybe some of the bigger names, but he's dangerous.
Oh, he's a shooter. He knows that's what he's.
Would have let that one go.
His look said it all.
Shai finally sees an alley to the rim and able. Came over as a free agent from Dallas. Essentially, Dallas went with Klay Thompson as Hartenstein by just 4. Going 7 of 19 here in the third.
That was a real simple underneath out of bounds, but give it to Kawhi and just clear it out.
I could have called that one, I think. Wiggins lays it in, counted on a foul. 12 in this quarter. Oklahoma City, however, 6 of 8. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3, it is good.
Been on the closeout, didn't even attempt to get a hand up on Terrence Mann.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
The 10 on the night. Mann's got 6 points. Both of them coming from deep. Once again, SGA.
A quick decision with the basketball. Kawhi was able to get up underneath Dort, and despite the hand up behind him, able to still finish.
By 5 of 6 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just going back and forth between these two high-powered offenses right now. In the second quarter, both tied at 24 points apiece in the quarter, and it just continued.
Dort on the wing for 3. It's good.
To shoot, create, get to the basket is a little bit more potent in the smaller lineup for OKC.
Gilgeous-Alexander trying to create some space. Good defense by Harden. Williams gets that one to fall.
In that first quarter. Now it's coming from what they really like to do, is shooting the 3-point shot so well.
Shai sizing up Harden. Dishes it off. Kenrich just below the free throw line.
First foul for Zoo. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is back out there now for Oklahoma City. Jordan bumps into Harden. Whistle.
Isaiah Joe. Been waiting for that matchup too. Coffee, Joe.
They're somewhere on a family tree there.
One of them's on the floor, and Leonard.
Shai, so adept at going left, he'll take that.
Thunder have one of the best offenses in the first quarter. One of the best offenses overall in the league. They're both top 5 offense and defense. Way too for the Clippers. By the way, Wallace gets a 3 on the other side for Oklahoma City. Clippers still out in front by 6. Shai Gilgeous.
He's an added addition as the season started for them. Great pickup as well.
And Shai on the step-back shot.
Looks like OKC is a half a step behind. That's one, they had a tough game in Portland, even though the score won't indicate that. But they had to travel afterward. For the
kind of a busted play. Clippers took advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to
here in the second quarter.
Clippers on the back end of a back-to-back. SGA step-back 3 on the way.
The struggle was second half. The Rockets could not defend.
too easy. The struggle was second half. The Rockets could not defend. Too easy. This defense has gotten really stingy.
Second in the league again are the Thunder in net rating, trailing only the Celtics. They are legit. Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander. Point of the second quarter has been all Oklahoma City.
This defense has gotten really stingy.
Second in the league again are the Thunder in net rating, trailing only the Celtics. They are legit. Shai.
Even more so, you got to find a way to defend. So much better with their passing. You just have to knock down that shot. Even more so, you got to find a way to defend.
It's 1 of 4 from there now. Rockets 11 of 21 from 3. Holmgren underneath. 80 in the first half the other night against Washington.
Defensive end. Shai got a screen from Hayward. Ball swings down to Holmgren. He's got an open look in the corner. Part of that 3,830.
That cannot be confirmed nor denied.
Oh, nice pass, Shai.
We'll try. It's 1 of 4 from there now. Rockets 11 of 21 from 3. Holmgren underneath.
First quarter 3 for Houston. One of the reasons why they got 34 points.
And you know they're not going to stay at that clip. You just got to survive it sometime and continue to score, you know, to match that.
Shai ships it to the sideline. Isaiah Joe.
For the Oklahoma City Thunder, he's their analyst. I think he'll shed a tear when he gets past here in just a minute by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gets it, man. Good defense from Aaron Holiday.
And Whitmore would immediately come in and make a play or two. So big coming off the bench for Ime Udoka in the win against Phoenix. And Shai is so
looking for his shot more and more. The Rockets are going to need his scoring.
Jeff Green defending Gilgeous-Alexander. Free throw line, Jimmy. Oh.
It's a good series for the Rockets. Getting in transition.
A 3, a block, a save, and a dunk. I mean, these guys are already playing.
One rookie on one end, the other at the other. Williams looking for another one.
3. Houston is 7 out of 11 from deep. Thunder are 5 out of 7. As Shai got down low, looked like it might have been deflected on the back.
Out of that zone, that's what you do. You hit shots and don't want them to get comfortable. Look at him in.
Tough.
2 pick back in 2021. Getting inside instead of that outside shot that's not dropping as Shai put it
in. Thompson, the multiple efforts that he makes on plays are just special. He never quits and he just finds ways to make plays.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a left.
Moving up the floor. So that's what was ultimately called. Now he draws a
12 points to lead the Rockets.
And as he continues to develop that shot, as Shai gets all the way happening consistently for the Thunder. Got this double team out front.
Oh, it leads to Caruso.
Have the green light to go rebound. But their responsibility is to sprint back, and the Rockets have been pretty good with that. SGA put on the brakes.
68 points already. Make it 70 as SGA just had.
Nice touch.
Just a bunch of time with an ankle injury last year. SGA left hand slithers.
Thunder done a good job of just, you know, staying the course here.
To hang in the air a long time.
He scored that coming down. Just a beautiful body control.
He had a huge game in this building back in March. Last time the Thunder lost a regular season home game, it was against this Houston team. Jed Holmgren.
Del camino al adversario.
Gilgeous-Alexander, ya lo vieron ustedes ahorita con un disparo de 3 puntos. Atrás nuevamente Alexander, que busca la acción, tratando de anotar y le ponen tremendo tapón. 2:42 por jugar en este último periodo. La ventaja es enorme, la ventaja es 15 puntos.
Win this game, they showed a lot, right, from a defensive standpoint. They created some problems for some stretches here.
I like what they're doing in Houston with this score.
5 es la diferencia. Gilgeous-Alexander con el balón. Ataca ahora. Suelta, falla.
We could probably throw it on the reel. You just can't get it in the stat. Yeah, it won't go in the stat.
Yeah, but then the play-by-play call is offensive foul. You got to put music over it.
You got social media. You know that's going to be.
Has been their ability on that offensive glass. Oklahoma City enters action 23-6 at home this season. They are 24-13 against Western Conference.
By the rest of the league, especially coming from a small market where they don't get as much attention nationally as some of the elite programs. From a small market where they don't get as much attention nationally as some of the elite programs. For the Rockets, really kind of the tone setter for them defensively.
Hard drive, the pull-up. It dances and goes through.
Really kind of the tone setter for them defensively.
Hard drive, the pull-up. It
young man, and you can tell he has got a tremendously bright future.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
A wonderful young man, and you can tell he has got a tremendously bright future.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's not out there. Be patient, get to the rim, and create that opportunity.
He's got 4 assists. He averages 5 per game. Ball fake. Wiggins hit the buzzer beater at the end of the first. Kick it out for Giddey. Line it up. Off the rim.
Probably not a bad idea in that situation either. You had some momentum, just unable to convert.
Oklahoma City feasts off of turnovers. 19.7 points coming off turnovers. #1 in the NBA. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tú sabes lo que te quiero decir. Odian el perder y eso es tremendo juego porque hay equipos que.
Fresh air for this Rockets team. Explosive athletically, gives them some punch coming off that bench.
Running one. Isaiah Joe. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one-on-one with Van Vliet. Needs some help. Here's Williams, corner pop, doesn't go.
Esa nacionalidad con la identidad del país del norte, pero Shai Gilgeous-Alexander está haciendo números muy favorables para poder ser contemplado y ganar el MVP de
the SGA. If the vote were today, I think he'd have a great chance. I mean, to be in the 1 seed right now, even though they're tied with
the efforts of both teams.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, by the way, no challenge left for Ime Udoka. Not that he would have challenged out of bounds call here in the third. Dort with another 3.
Just watch this. He's teeing up, feet ready. That was a slight contest, but look at the arc on his shot. That's what I've seen the biggest improvement. He had a very flat shot when he first came into the league. And look at that arc at the top of the shot clock. With my guy, lethal shooter, and he puts up, what did he put up, 2 of 5 for the free throw? Come on.
We've seen a lot of bad shooting today. Alex Caruso's come on for OKC. Both these teams play a lot of players. They go deep. As Adams.
As I mentioned earlier, the best three-point shooter in the league, coming in at over 52%.
And hey, the huge part of this game is Dillon Brooks against Shai. That has been the advantage here tonight.
SGA, 32 points on the night. He's been using that pick action. Holmgren run off the three-point line, and he's fouled.
He made threes tonight. And nice to see Chris Paul knocking down threes. And Holmgren is fouled.
They have a lot of momentum heading into overtime. Gilgeous-Alexander hits another. Gilgeous-Alexander over Šarić. He's rolling now.
Shooting 70%. He's getting a lot of them inside. To slow down Shai, and this time bet the game's in Seattle. He's not a little kid anymore. That was a man-sized rebound. He was way out there on that one as well. Well, now SGA tries his turn going left.
Of the Warriors.
Right now, nobody can defend SGA, and it continues.
Personnel to the offensive glass. They're trying to get back on defense.
SGA, boy, cuts right through that Warriors defense. In the last couple of minutes, Shai keeping that dribble alive, spins right into the scope. What a move.
Some energy.
Yeah, you like it.
From the Pistons. Finally.
7, excellent score, 3 levels. But they don't want him on the basketball. They're putting Asar Thompson on the opposing team's best players. You see Thompson on SGA. Little kick out pass as Holmgren spots up and drains that 3. Last man down the floor. Because of that, there was space to shoot that 3. Shai in traffic, not a problem.
That's a pretty big number.
Shai on the spin, kept that foot down. Hey.
Pistons 49, OKC 48. Gilgeous-Alexander is back.
Now Shai once again with a mismatch. Mobley, good defensive player, has got so much length and just could not.
The playoffs go and the lack of experience in the playoffs. You know, this is a team that's still building. They put together this great regular season.
We went to Santa Clara.
Oh, yes, there's a few. Nash. Ramos.
I used to call him, you know, Captain Canada, but I think now that's SGA.
That might be. 2 steals and shooting 50% from the field. Only others to do that, Stephen Curry in that 15-16
Close to the average of the Thunder here in the first half. They're on a 140-point game here, pace. As SGA doing and getting whatever he wants, BA.
Day and Thursday. Looking forward to all of it. Thunder by 19 with the ball here. Gilgeous-Alexander 22.
Finding each other, the big man alliance, as Shaq would say.
3rd turnover for Cleveland as Gilgeous-Alexander gets by Garland.
They're playing good defense to keep it close, but you don't want to give this team, spot this team, those kind of points.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Kuro sits on the Cavalier bench with 9. The shot clock is down to 8. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's switched on to by Nie. Down the lane, had to float over Mobley. Mobley altered the shot.
And the veteran Tristan Thompson still in the NBA on the floor for the Cavs. SGA goes right by.
Any of those as you want in the game, because it doesn't, you know, it's not like it's 2 regular technicals in which you're thrown out of the ball game.
It's like a take foul. That's Usman.
In Brooklyn and Milwaukee and all these spots with a bunch of stars, they moved. Otherwise, they're not going to get the ball.
They're not going to get a chance to shoot.
Oh my goodness! Shai. You got to make them.
I mean,
It's still a make-or-miss league.
I mean, if you're getting to the foul line and you're getting fast break points, you may not have it. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Goodness.
Rotation on passes now. They're starting to knock down some of those shots.
Boy, that's a tough run.
Now would not allow the Bulls a clean look.
And you pointed out, Michael, the rotations and then a little stutter step from it.
8 points, 5 rebounds for Josh Giddey.
Yeah, showing his shooting skill from the outside. 4 threes. SGA sidestep and free throws coming up.
Killian Hayes filling it up. The Nets have made 19.
Hit the 3-minute mark to go in quarter number 3. Shai galloping around Jang, and he is. So the Nets not going away. In fact, they haven't gone away all night. Nice pass inside. Williams. Wallace able to rip it away. No look over the shoulder pass to the perimeter to Dort. SGA. Oh, the beautiful 24th game of the year where the Thunder have had a 20-point lead in a game. That is by far the most in the NBA.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. But they want to continue, you know, to develop that as they get, you know, deeper. The University of Utah.
That was Tyrese Martin, the 2-way player for Brooklyn. Carlson is going to pull up, just Shai and playing. He's out there, he's contributing. Absolutely committed on both ends of the floor. Shai to Carlson, who's checked in for the first time. Right up on Joe after his sharp shooting. Caruso cutting, back outside. Joe, high catch, high release.
Thunder already with 9 assists, just under the halfway mark here in this first quarter. 9 assists.
Double team, J. Will, willing passer. There's another.
Just laying back waiting for the play to develop and waiting for that moment to steal that basketball.
Another offensive rebound started by Jay Will. Then he turned his way.
How about this? This is that laser pass I was talking about moments ago, folks. Everybody's looking at it. All the shirts, white shirts for the Nets. Do I need to calm down?
They must be really cracking down on.
I'm just saying.
Continuations, because there's been.
Nets have not given up a whole lot of points off turnovers.
Brooklyn does not turn it over. They are a secure basketball team. SGA wants the step back three and got the step back three.
68% shooting.
13 for 19, and it's still just an 8-point game. Shai spins in and make it a 6-point.
It's like all of their issues are being dealt with right now in front of our eyes in this first quarter. That goes for Gilgeous-Alexander and a chance for three.
That is a huge shot for the Heat. Shai behind his back. And it bounces in.
Communicating out front.
Shai outside Isaiah Joe, another three. Number 14 pick back in 2017 was taken right after Donovan Mitchell. SGA outside Isaiah Joe. He's got some space in that three.
He's got a nice game. He posts up, likes to play around the basket. He's got a couple of downhill action off the bench.
Wallace. That's a high arcing three. Jay Will able to. Shai sees that double team. Seen a lot of double teams over the course of the season.
Play.
Tough assignment for him, even though he's got the size. Now it's Rozier with SGA. Always willing to pass when he sees the crowd. There is Lil Dort, who's been.
Miami switches, so now Hero came over on SGA. Dort left open, and so many willing passers. And that time able to finish off the possession. Jay Will, quick shot. There's a. So the Thunder playing through this first quarter here. As Shai puts his head down, kicks it out. Carriage open again. Couldn't make it to it.
Players out. Thunder benefited from that. Having a CP3 in the locker room years ago. What seems like years ago.
Didn't think there was going to stay at 57% for the game. Did the game earlier this year with 26, and Hartenstein here in this first quarter. Double team comes, trying to give it to Kenrich. How about the extra pass? Now Shai's got an opportunity, kicks it out. High catch, high release, and there's the ball.
But Nick said he was definitely underrated in college, but you could see how good he was. It just took him a little bit of time, I guess, for everyone else to catch on.
Well, he's getting blocked out.
He was a terrific shooter, but shooting wasn't necessarily.
This is an all-Smith substitution. Ish Smith also into the game. Wiggins. Ousmane Dieng into the game. He's got the ball. Jalen Williams, the bigger one, into the game as well for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Williams did, and he's on the bench tonight. No problem. I mean, these guys have accepted their role. They understand that, and it's just really been
7-0 run for the visitors. Gilgeous-Alexander working against Cody Martin, nothing there. Dort got away with a push-off.
Gowan's second player for Charlotte in double digits. Shai back it down Martin. That's Cody Martin, his brother Caleb Martin on the Miami.
Going really hard downhill. Blooms off the rows of this Gilgeous-Alexander. Man, he can get wherever he wants still. Good golly, that's fun.
Here to close out this first quarter. And it's been all OKC. As Shai stops, pulls up, what a shot.
Oklahoma City, very similar construction to what the Hornets have. Draft picks that they've committed to and developed. Gilgeous-Alexander would be the exception. He was drafted by the Clippers, came over in the Paul George trade. And what a
manipulate the defense because he's such a willing passer. It's been a real part of the evolution of his game.
And I think he's very underrated as a passer. hold on for a second. You taught me. You believe me now? Oh, goodness.
Miller has been consistent from behind that arc all season long. He's at 37%. D right there by Cody. Not to bite on that ball fake. Giddy will get
from the offensive player. That could be a savvy move, but Smith did not. He hung in there.
Yeah, he just, that's a nice just finish there. Score.
Shai's back in the game. He'll get the foul called on Holiday. Thunder shooting at sub 40% for the game. Shai fires it inside. The kick. Dort, corner three. What has already been a very productive first half for him. Shai trying to drive right, off balance, tough shot. As Aaron Wiggins come into the game midway through this third quarter. Shai, a little misdirection. So
to go get that rebound. I've always said first one in the air will get the rebound.
Shai, so much reach foul from SGA, but this one was special.
Yeah, this finish goes back, way back, like car seats, folks. The color analyst for the Celtics before the game. I said, Brian, there's all these, we like to say, unicorns, the 7-footer that can shoot the three and do all of, that's high here. Not even at the halfway part of this first quarter. As Shai, once again, the length by Porzingis around the basket. He's the equal to Chet in terms of how he's able to knock that shot down.
From Landau. Gilgeous-Alexander.